Good morning, traders, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So the green winning streak continued. At one stage, I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did continue. There's no real levels to focus on here, so let's just get down straight away to lower time frames. And you can see this pin bar here. I mean, this kind of price action, big up, big down, hanging man, that is very, very bearish. Okay, but again, we've had so many bearish bars and the trend is still up. So for me at the moment, I think there's actually a fairly solid range here, also a channel that's in play, and that is that one over there. So we're in a fairly tight channel, moving to the upside. I can almost see the diversions in multiple indicators at the moment as well, and I'm pretty sure there's many traders that see the same thing. So this kind of price action we had here, this is based on the news coming out of the Feds. Really, really choppy, big up, big down, big up. And now Asian session, we're moving to the upside. It doesn't really excite me, to be honest, and reason being, I prefer this kind of trending components. You can see you've got structure. Here we do not have structure. Okay, we did get this flag break and retest, and the flag target has been realized. There's no doubt about that. So 3513 was or 3518 I think was the target. Double check that for you now. Closest. No, I'd actually tagged it. So that was 3514 was the target. So it's target that measured move has played out, but this little spike down here would have triggered a whole lot of shorts. It would have triggered a whole lot of stops. Yeah. Anyway. That is what it is, and I think if I look at what's happening today, I'd be wanting to see what's going to transpire here, okay, and then possibly back in this zone down here. So let's see if we can get some structure, see if they can digest what the Feds were doing last night and what the new monetary policy is going to look like. So if they can sort of get to grips with that and see what the impact is. The 3,500 area, I think, will definitely need to be retested and it needs to hold before I'm going to look for a trade on this. So that's the one thing. If this fails, then 3487 is an area that I would be interested in ever so slightly for another trade to the upside. But I think 3,500 obviously is the one that we need to focus on. If we can hold that level, and we've got a weekly close above that, then I suspect we will be onwards and upwards. If we can get a monthly close above that, I suspect more upside coming as well. But for now, we're going to have to wait and see. So bear in mind, you've got the Apple stock split today, and you also have a rebundling in the S&P as well. There's a couple of stocks moving out, a couple of stocks moving in. Shouldn't impact the S&P at all, actually, because S&P is based on market cap and not price, so it shouldn't impact the price of the S&P at all. But anything's possible. But yeah, I think for me it'll probably be worth a 15-minute look and to see what transpires here at 3,500. What you've got to bear in mind is that this break above 3,500 is after hours. It's not during the US market. Okay, US market did not get through 3,500. So this move has been after hours. So that's what you need to pay attention to. So don't be too surprised to see this thing fall all the way back down, down into this area here, 3487, and then wait and see what happens at the US Open. So yeah, not that I'd be wanting to short it at all. Not really interested in shorting it at all, but it is worth just paying attention to this right now. 3,500 is a key level. It's a massive round number, and if we can hold that, then the bulls will probably be aiming for 4,000. So that is the level in my eyes that we need to pay attention to. Just looking at everything this morning, so across all the forex pairs and other indexes that I've been looking at, there's a lot of confusion and a lot of choppy trading. So for me, I'm leaning towards the fact that we'll probably just take a long weekend here and not bother with this. We'll see what happens during the US session. I'm definitely not going to be trading during the European session. I don't see anything there. I think the only thing that I saw was pound Japanese yen, which was actually looking fairly good. But everything else is way too confusing at the moment. So I like to keep things simple. So if it's not simple enough for me, I'm not interested in it. And just this price action here is what concerns me. It really does concern me, because that is, we're talking, what was that? Almost a 1% swing down and up in a day. And that is choppy trading. Okay, so yeah. So for me, the S&P is probably sit on hands as well. We'll see what happens at 3,500. Yeah, if we can get above it today and hold it during the Euro session, I would be tempted to climb in with probably a quarter position of my normal position size for a move to the upside. I can just see all the diversions at the moment on the indicators, and it just doesn't. Something's. How do I put it? So there's something, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something that is brewing, and I think I'll just trust my gut on this one. I want to see a deeper pullback. We do have a channel. We could argue that there's a bit of a wedge forming here at the moment, which would bring us, just incidentally, if that wedge breaks. So the wedge is here. You can see there's a trend line there, and there's a trend line. That wedge line breaks, and we're all the way back down to 34.71. Okay, and I ideally want to see a really deep pullback at the moment. So anyway, we'll have to wait and see what transpires. If structure holds the 3,500, then we will start looking at longs again. But until then, I think I'll just sit on the sidelines. Okay, bit of a ramble this morning. Probably doesn't help you much, but sometimes it's also good just to keep your money in your pocket. Anyway, enjoy the weekend, guys, and we will catch up with you next week. Cheers for now.